Show, Bring It On. I'm your hostess, Hee Yeon. Boy, do we have a very special episode for you today. Representatives of Korean startup companies will battle it out for Bring It On supremacy in front of our global audience. Today's topic is information linking ventures. So for a very special episode, we have special guest judges. But first, let's say hello to our familiar faces. The guy with the $1 million smile, Robin. She's been with us since the very beginning. I don't know if she likes her nickname, but our mother hen, Amy, hi.
Not in the script.
And because today's contenders represent startups, we selected our judges accordingly. First, an expert on venture investment, Mr. Baek Hong. Welcome.
Hello. Good to be on the show.
Now, you're the author of the Startup Bible. So what is the most important thing when it comes to starting your own business?
I mainly look at three things. One, who the team is. Obviously, it's very important. Two, the market size. What's the problem that this team is trying to solve? And then three, if there's any technology that's going to solve the problem.
So if you're the author of the Startup Bible, does that make you the Startup Moses? Or Startup God?
I hoped it will, but I'm just, just like any of the investors that's out there that are trying to, find the next Facebook.
Okay, that was a joke. But thank you for the serious answer. Next, we have Miss Kim Yoon-lee in the studio, a big data expert and business consultant. Welcome to the studio.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, so big data is a word that we hear very often these days. How crucial is big data analysis in startups?
Big data is very useful when trying to objectively understand the big picture of the industry. So analyzing the data of social media or internet portals, we can find out what people think and want. So we can make a better decision about how to make a greater impact on potential consumers.
Okay, then let's meet our presenters. Three representatives of three incredible ventures dedicated to making your life better with their innovative items. Now, this is an item for Smart Era, a location tracking application brought to you by iSharing Soft. Miss Kim Hee Yeon, welcome.
Hello.
He practiced what he preaches, obviously in fit physical condition, representing the health and fitness management service Envaluenet, Mr. Kang Young-jun. Hello. Okay, our next presenter, the item that goes well with our global presentation show, English education provider, Envaluenet, Miss Kim Aran. Welcome.
Good morning, everyone.
83%. That's the smartphone distribution rate in Korea. Now that's the top in that field. Naturally, various startup companies are dedicated to creating new and amazing applications. So, Mr. Bae, what kind of applications are the most common?
I think because the smartphone has actually become our life. You see apps coming out of every industry, every area, every space. So we see apps disrupting the existing apps and existing players every day in every vertical, every industry.
So Robin, what about you? You're a smartphone user, right?
I am.
You are, right? So what app do you use?
When I first came in Korea, what surprised me the most was the everyday life application. Like you can buy your, I don't know, your subway tickets, your movie tickets, stuff like this. Really like, because we are not doing like this in France. We are still like kind of low behind Korea. So yeah, that's what surprised me the most. What are you doing?
Amy, what are you doing?
What?
We're filming our show.
I love selfies. I think we all know this. Every week we take selfies. So if I were to pick an app, it would definitely be some of the fun selfie apps that we have. We have a lot of fun selfie apps.
Every week she's like,
creative selfie.
Bring it
let's
on
take
application.
selfies.
Oh, we took one.
Please don't load it.
Who is the
guy on the right?
You can do so
Who is this guy?
Who's that guy again? He looks familiar.
I don't know. So random. Oh, and that's Robin with the nose.
Yeah.
Right?
That's the fun part. You can make all of these amazing selfies through the apps.
Of course, we all have smartphones and we all downloaded applications before. So iSharing Soft, you guys make map applications.
Yes. Other than GPS functions, you can trace or track and locate friends. And it does not only work in Korea, but it works all the world over. And you can even see buildings in New York.
Wow.
Wow.
So we can use this all around the world. Wow. So what motivated you to come up with such an application?
First, our CEO wasn't planning on building this or developing this application or building a business around it. In fact, it was a personal use. She was very worried for her nephew's safety. So first, initially it was an app for her own family.
Oh, very nice CEO, I might add.
Good story.
But there are so many map applications. All of it are GPS location applications. There are so many of them. What makes yours unique?
I guess I have to save some of the exciting bits for my presentation later, but I will first show you a clip.
Wow, the family communicator, iSharing Soft. Okay, I can't wait for the actual presentation. Looks very interesting. And moving on, it's the one dedicated to healthcare management. Mr. King, could you please tell us a little bit more about your company?
We are the world's first open market service for health management app. With our membership, you can try 16 different sports. For example, Monday, you can go to the gym. Thursday, you can enjoy the swimming. And on weekend, you can enjoy table tennis or golf. Yeah, or even 찜질방. Yeah.
You got my vote.
Okay, so you can use all these fitness facilities with your application.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very interesting. If you have a question for Mr. King, I'll let you ask one.
How big are your biceps?
Today's gonna be a very interesting episode. Okay. By the way, Mr. King, were you originally a trainer or an athlete?
I was an ordinary company worker. I started the company with my colleague, shared my vision. Let's see a video clip. Yeah, roll it. Yeah.
Okay.
미국 1등 다이어트 운동 필수. 어저께 저기 집에서 다운 하나 받았어.
And we have another fine example of such instance. Master English without flying overseas, Envaluenet, represented by Kim Aran. Ms. Kim Aran, welcome. Could you introduce your company to us?
Well, Envaluenet is the most innovative English learning program in 21st century. We specialize in English listening, speaking, reading, and writing. And you can pretty much learn English from teachers abroad without going abroad.
Okay, I'm curious to see how it works. Could you explain a little more? Do you have a video prepared for us?
Oh yeah, let me show you.
이쪽에 초점 맞춰서 진행해 주면 좋을 것 같아요. 그럼 되게 원격으로 저희가 이제 이쪽을 이제 취업 준비생님들
부사하면 영어 좀 타겟을 할 수가 있어요. 나 해석하면 다 돼.
Three very innovative and young companies. Thank you for sharing the background story with us today. Now, I feel like I should start a business right now. So, let's begin the presentations. Maybe I can pick up a few tips. Now, before we begin, here's how our scoring system works. From the judges, 40%, studio audience, 10%. Bring It On application, 30%, and the final pitch counts for 20%. The votes will determine first, second, and third places. Here on Bring It On, your opinion matters. We collect your vote via the innovative Bring It On application, and it counts for 30% of the total score. So log on to the Bring It On application and select your favorite item. But remember, if you're watching us on television, voting for next week will be open, so please remember that. With that said, let's start the presentations. Oh, perfect score. First up, we have Ms. Kim Hee Yeon with the Tracker application. You have 3 minutes for the presentation and a Q&A session will follow. But before we hear from her, here is a special clip from the staff of the New York office.
I found out about iSharing through ERA, another company that works with us really closely. I downloaded the app, love it, use it every day. Can't speak highly enough about the app, really love it.
I love ISharing Soft because it's the easiest app I've ever used to locate my family and my friends.
And with your help, we want to be #1 in the world. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Hee Yeon Kim from ISharing Soft, and we will first start off by seeing a short clip. The images in the clip would be very familiar to working moms because mostly parents are very concerned about the whereabouts of where their children are. So children can after school go to academies or go to playgrounds, and through iSharing, you can track and trace children. So it would definitely promote family safety and also for family protection. Uh, 1.1 billion people travel abroad. 5% of all smartphones are lost, and every year 8 million people are gone missing. iSharing provides a solution to all these problems as it is a real-time family and friends locator, and you can privately share location information with your friends and family. Many of us here are concerned with the issue of privacy, but iSharing has a 3-level strong privacy control. You can either hide information or share only distance or share both location and distance. One of the features of iSharing is the alert system. place alert is when you get an automatic alert when your friends and family come and go for favorite places like office, school, or work. Say if a mother registers school as one of the favorite locations to her child, then she receives notification when the child comes and goes out of school. Nearby alert is when you get an automatic alert when people come and go out of the zone of 1 kilometer to 100 kilometers from you, and you can choose and select distances. In an emergency situation, it is very hard to imagine typing out where you are. So what you do is you shake your phone 3 to 4 times, and then the location information with the exact longitude and latitude will be sent immediately to your friends and family. We also have voice communication in a walkie-talkie style. You can actually replay messages, location history. We actually receive lots of thank you messages from our users who found their phones by tracking the GPS system. Many GPS systems take up a lot of battery, but iSharing also has battery-safe technology, which take up only 1% of the whole battery with the GPS system on during the whole day. Now, this sharing of information is not only possible among iSharing users, but it's also possible to users who don't even have iPhones, because the location information could be sent via email, text message, and so on. With all of these advantages, I hope iSharing is more than helpful. Thank you.
Great, that was an awesome presentation. Now let's move on to the question and answers. If you have any questions, this is the time to ask them. Judges, Robin?
Yeah, so you talk about like the security of the application, but I'm still kind of like concerned about, all like Big Brother and stuff like this, right? So how can you truly ensure to the consumer what, like, how can you ensure the security of his information and stuff like this?
Our company was very first concerned about the issue of privacy. So first, we applied a system where the information is shown only after you accept a friend's request. Before that, absolutely no information is shown. And second, I talked about the 3-level privacy control. You can choose from the 3 levels on each particular friend. And currently now, our company is bringing in a new project of bringing in different modes. So for example, business mode only allows on particular weekdays or on particular time slots, only on that time, that information could be shown to other users around the world. So 3, privacy control, the business modes, different kinds of modes, and the system that we adopted will definitely reduce consumers' concern over issues of privacy and so on. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. What about you, Miss Kim?
I think Robin already know what people think without data.
Yeah.
But as you can see, the top keywords for the location tracking services are secretly or cheat on or believe. So we know privacy and trust are big concerns for users of services like iSharing. So you already explained a little bit about the technology, but I wonder whether you have done more effort as a company or as a branding to address this concern.
We were very much afraid of these words going on to our brand's name and cheating, and these kind of words seem us to give an impression that it might be concerns. It might be really dangerous in privacy matters, but we try to make a lot of different age groups, like tourists who lose their phones, they can find their phones by tracking. Even visiting a friend in a nearby land, you can make your first day much more convenient and much more easy if you visit a strange new land, so you can easily track your friend. And even when you travel together and decide for a day or two you want to visit other separate different places, and then after you meet, it would be very convenient to use. And even not only couples, but parents, family, even grandmothers and grandfathers to locate them. It's really efficient to track through this application. So we are trying to kind of enlarge the consumer groups.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Ms. Kim. I hope she answered all of your questions. Now I'd like to turn the floor to our studio audience if they have any questions. Yes, a hand.
Idea is really good. However, I wonder, without traditional advertisement, how you can actually differentiate your application from another ones, and you can bring more customer into your application?
First of all, to China, it's very hard to open up a market there regarding GPS market. So we are implementing the map called Baidu Map, which is only activated on China. So we are trying to enlarge consumers also there. And we're trying to brand our brand name and our reputation into a kind of family safety app, or even it could be used to foster relationships between friends. And not only family, it can include friends, company and workplaces. So we are trying to make this application work mostly everywhere, and even to everyone. So I think our catchphrase would be kind of universal application. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you. That's all the time we have for questions for our first presenters, and now it's time to vote. Let's start with our studio audience. Studio audience, please get out your smartphones and get ready to vote. And now for our judges. Please make up your minds in 3. Please make up your minds in 3, 2, 1. Press the buzzer.
That's
4 out of 4. Perfect score for Miss Kim Hee Yeon. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now let's hear why, starting with you, Robin.
Yeah, so as much as I'm not into those kind of application, but the way you present today was kind like near perfect. So it was really catchy, and like it almost make me wanna like download the application, even though I will not use it. So so yeah, good job.
Okay, thank you.
What about you, Amy?
I thought it was a great presentation. I think you came well prepared. You were very aware of your time management as well, which was really well done. And yeah, you definitely sold it to us. We would love to have this application, and I'm going to download it right now. Is it free?
Yes, it is
Okay, I'm
free.
going to download it right now.
What about you, Miss Kim?
I see that your team's got a great energy and goodwill for society, and your presentation makes your service more trustworthy. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, judges. Perfect score for Miss Kim Hee Yeon. Now, let's find out what our studio audience thought of her presentation. Here are the studio points for Miss Kim. From the judges, 40 points, and from our studio audience.
Wow. That's a first.
Really?
Wow.
Wow.
I cannot believe it. Perfect score from the judges and our studio audience. I think this deserves that one. 50 points from the studio. This has never happened before. Never, ever in the history of Bring It On. Wow, I'm impressed. So congratulations.
Thank you.
50 points. Now that's going to put a little pressure on you guys, though. Good luck.
I was very surprised after seeing the results. I didn't really expect such a high score. I really thank everyone. And I am really excited to tell our company and our workers. And I'm most proud, not of myself, but of our application. Thank you.
For our second presentation, we'll be hearing from Mr. Kang Young-jun. He will be presenting about the health and fitness service application. But before the actual presentation, we also have a very special clip from his staff.
대표님, 그동안 많이 준비해 주셨는데 오늘 분명히 잘하실 거라 믿습니다. 열심히 저희는 회사에서 응원할게요. 대한민국 1등 멤버십처럼 오늘도 1등 달려주세요. 여러분도 많이 응원해 주세요.
인밸류넷
화이팅!
Hello, I'm Youngjun from Envaluenet. We started in 2008. We have 31 members and 5 teams. We offer total fitness management platform called TLX Pass, which stands for Today Let's Exercise. So what is this service? Let's take a look how it actually works. With our membership, you can enjoy the gym or boxing, running machine, and you can go to health club and enjoy table tennis with your girlfriend. And swimming, enjoy even yoga with our TLX Pass. You used to pay for 5 different facilities if you want to try 5 different sports. But what about this? Monday, you hit a gym. Thursday, yoga or Pilates. On weekend, rock climbing, even 찜질방. You pay only once. With our TLX Pass, you can try 16 different sports. And maybe you want to work out near your home, sometimes near your office, or even you are in other town for business trip. We have 10,000 sports facility, so you can work out in Gangnam in the morning. You can work out in Sinchon in the evening. Yeah. And you used to prepay for 3 or 6 months to get some discounts, right? But what about this? What if you can pay just like a transportation card? Yeah, you charge the card and use it and recharge it, right? You can even pay afterward. Yes, TLX Pass can do this for you. So how is this possible? We are partners with 1,000 sports facilities with the NFC reader. Just tap the reader with your phone or a plastic card and you can use the facilities. So far, 70,000 users are working out 2.5 million hours a year, and per facility, 30% more income and 30% more customer visit. Someday, you'll be able to swim in Korea today. Someday, you'll be able to play golf in the States.
Time is up.
Yeah,
I'm
tomorrow.
going to have to stop you right
Thank you.
there. Okay, thank you. Time management was a little bit off, but nevertheless, it was a great presentation. So let's take some questions. First, from Robin.
Yeah, you kind of tell it at the end of the presentation, but what are the benefits for the gyms, the companies? What are the benefits?
They can expose their service and their price, their facility.
So you're saying that the application benefits both the consumers and the gyms. It's a two-way street.
Two-way.
Yes,
yeah.
okay, thank you. I'll take the next question from Amy.
Yes, I have a very serious question. In your video, you mentioned you could play tennis with your girlfriend. Do you have a girlfriend?
I'm sorry, I'm married.
Bye. So that's a no vote for Amy. What about you, Mr. Bae?
So I think you lightly mentioned it, but price-wise, how much would I have to pay per month? And what's the average number of sports or number of gyms that a user uses on a monthly basis?
It's all up to you. You can customize your workout. For example, you can work out 5 times. You pay $30 per month, and you can work out 15 times. You pay $15. Yeah.
Okay, so it's flexible.
Yeah,
I guess.
it's flexible. Yeah.
Judges, now let's turn to our studio audience if they have any questions. Studio audience, do you have any questions? Please raise your hand if you have any.
As a student, I was wondering if there is any discount or any facilities for people who are like using the card more often than the others.
I can discount for you.
Thank you, Mr. K.
That's an answer.
That's a great answer.
Wow.
Now let's vote. Let's start with our studio audience. Studio audience, please get out your smartphones and get ready to vote. And now let's turn to our judges. Judges, please be impartial. Vote based on his presentation, not on his marital status. I'm talking to you, Amy. Please make up your minds in 3. Please make up your minds in 3, 2, 1. Press the buzzer. Well, that's a surprise. Amy voted, Miss Kim voted, the 2 ladies voted, but not the guys. I'm curious. Why is that? Let's start with you, Amy.
She didn't give up.
Yes. I did have some hesitation after I discovered the wedding ring. Should have looked at that. That was my fault. But overall, it's an excellent application, and I would really like to try this out. I think it's a brilliant idea, and it'll make our lives that much easier to get fit, like you. Show me your muscles. Sure. She voted for you. Oh, yeah! Ding, 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 ding. And Robin, what about you? I mean, would you like to try this? Would you not want to try this application?
Actually, the idea is brilliant. I really think the idea is great. But the presentation itself was kind of the time management, and during the Q&A too, it was kind of like low. So I can't vote for it, even though I want to. But I will make sure to download it, and I'm sure I will use it too. So yeah,
Thank you.
sorry.
What about you, Mr. Bae?
I think it's a great concept, but business-wise, I think people are just too busy to use more than one gym and to do more than one sports. Plus, I think it's a hassle having to actually, carry the physical card. So that's why I didn't vote.
But you have a card too if you go to the gym.
And you can put it on your phone.
Well, nowadays people just put it on the phone. But I got the impression that you actually initially had to create the card. Oh,
We have a application now. Yeah.
okay. So you don't need the card.
Yes.
You should have mentioned that in your presentation, and maybe, Mr.
That's my mistake.
Bae
Sorry.
would have
The
voted
discount
for you.
and the card, you will have full vote.
Perfect vote.
For free.
Oh. So, Mr. King got the ladies' votes. Let's find out what our studio audience thought of his presentation. Here are the studio points for Mr. Kang. From the judges, as you can see, 20 points. And from our studio audience, with the special student discount, 6.5 points for a total of 26.5 points from the studio.
I couldn't deliver what I intended. I wish I can make it up at the final pitch.
For our last presentation, Miss Kim Aran will talk about her English learning application. She also has 3 minutes and a Q&A session will follow, but first, here is a special video message from her supporters.
Anyone, anytime, anywhere, choose Envoy!
Hi everyone, I'm Arirang Kim from Envoy. Why is it that the average Korean spends 20,000 hours and $100,000 learning English and still has a fear of it? The reason is obvious, because Koreans have learned English through books. And you know you can't swim well by reading books about it and never jumping into the water. It would be weird if you're not afraid of water then, right? So learning a language is the same. You've got to jump right into it. So many people think of study abroad as an alternative But what if you can study abroad online, just like we do shopping online and all our bank transactions online? Now, it is really possible to study abroad online through Envoy. Envoy is innovative in 3 ways. First, Envoy helps you learn English as a language, not just for a test score. Koreans spend years and years studying how to listen and how to read, which is input, and have a hard time speaking and writing, which is output. So it's like eating a lot and not being able to poop. So Korea is having an English constipation, right? So Envoy gives you a chance to poop, right? Eat and poop and eat and poop. How healthy. Specifically, students can listen and speak in English. Even schools are adopting Envoy. And next, we have a library that's online, which is only a click away. We contain about 700 video books that are about science, nature, fairy tales, current issues, and social studies. Now, who would walk to a library in the 21st century? You can even play games and do quizzes, and your manager can see what books you have read.
Hot.
Now it's time for you to write about what you read and discuss with your teacher. And your teacher will be correcting the things that you wrote. Next, Envoy is innovative because 2 professionals help 1 student. So teachers teach how you should learn English, and managers help you with why you should learn English and help them stay motivated. And because every class is recorded, monitors who are managers can monitor all the classes and guide them accordingly. Last but not least, anyone can study abroad anytime and anywhere. Doesn't matter if you're a mom or a 5-year-old boy, or even if you're in your 60s. You can enjoy Envoy anytime and anywhere.
Because I have to do night duty.
Because we have an application and we have our own exclusive undersea fiber optic cables. You can enjoy Envoy at a supermarket, and it doesn't matter even if you're at a salon or on the subway. You can enjoy Envoy anytime and anywhere. It provides classes from 6 a.m. till midnight.
Thank you. Woo! Let's take some questions with the judges. Let's start with you, Amy.
Oh, why not? I'm really interested in the qualifications of the English teachers that you have there. How do you choose them?
That's a very good question. The teachers are very, very high quality because they have to be either licensed school teachers or they have to be majoring in English. Well, actually, they have to be graduated from a college or university, and their major is English education.
Can I have a job?
Oh, yes, you may.
Yeah. What about you, Robin? Do you have a question?
I don't know when the company was made, but do you actually have feedbacks of the students you get on this program? And can you compare the result with the other companies who do kind of the same as this company?
Yeah, absolutely. So I will show you one student that is improving his English later on. And we have students that got jobs overseas because they studied through Envoy. And even people that speak English as their first language, like Amy, can do Envoy. I mean, they actually do Envoy because they want to still continue to use Envoy. So it is very high quality. Wow. And even I do it, and I think I stay fluent because I continue to do it.
Is that a good enough answer for you, Robin?
Great.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice dress, too.
What about you, Miss Kim?
According to the data, telephone English is the most relevant keyword to your service. So there should be so many similar services. I wonder what makes Envoy unique from other services than that it's done over video call instead of just regular phone call.
Mm-hmm. I think that Envoy is different from phone English programs because we can visualize everything. Little kids cannot understand what teachers say, so teachers bring videos and pictures. Sometimes they watch Korean drama episodes, and it is very easy for them to understand because they watch it, and because it's face-to-face, students can make relationships with the teachers, and I think that makes a huge difference.
And now it's time to vote. Let's start with our studio audience. studio audience, please get out your smartphones and get ready to vote. And now it's our judges' turn. If you like the presentation, get ready to press the buzzer. Get ready to press the buzzer. In 3, 2, 1, press the buzzer.
Oh,
it's right there.
I can help you.
Non-Koreans liked our program.
Once again, 2 out of 4. Let's hear why. Starting with you, Robin.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. I like the fact that there is actually 2 people and one managing like the whole study. So yeah, I think even me, I'm like English is not my mother language, so I can use this and yeah.
And let's hear some opposing opinions. Mr. Bae, why did you not vote?
It was a great presentation, but business-wise, I wasn't sold on that. You know, this is the app that's going to be leading the market, and that's going to solve the fragmentation in the market.
What more do you want?
Right now?
Because
I think they are addressing the market in a very similar way to what other people are doing. So I wasn't really sold on, you know, what the real difference is.
Thank you. That was the opinion of our judges. And now let's check the score. Here are the total studio points for Ms. Kim Aran. From the judges, as you can see, 20 points. And our studio audience, 5.5 points for a total of 25.5 points.
Well, it was a lot of fun giving a presentation, and I'm so glad that they said my presentation was flawless, but too bad I was only given 3 minutes to explain all the good things about Envoy. I'm sure if I was given 1 more minute, I'll convince you that Envoy is the best because all the students are really satisfied and they repurchase Envoy pretty much always.
Now that is the points from the studio. You still have time to change the results. If you like the presentation, go on to our application and vote for your favorite presentations. In the meantime, our 3 presenters will have to fight for that last 20%. It's time for the final pitch. Let's start the final pitch. We will give 1 minute each to 3 of our presenters. And after listening to what they have to say for the last time, our judges and our studio audience will award 10 points each to 1 presenter. Now, there's 20 points in the line here, so if you're lagging behind in studio points, you will have to use this time very wisely. Let's start the final pitch. We will be starting with Ms. Kim Aran in reverse order. So, Ms. Kim, are you ready?
I am.
Your 1 minute starts now.
Stop thinking about how many programs there are in Korea. Start thinking about how many people can communicate in English in Korea. Now we provide all the graphs and all the classes, so they are all the proof. You can just watch yourself improve your English. Let me just show you how a student can be improving his English. This little boy did not understand the question, see? And the manager can change the teacher according to the student's personality. He improved his English, understood the class. Now he can read books, and I think that he can be even watching Arirang TV with no subtitles. He's having fun, right? Save your time, save your energy, and save your English. It's Envoy. You can expand your horizons at the tip of your finger. Thank you.
Thank you. And next we will hear from Mr. Kang Young-jun, but where is he and who are you and what have you done with him?
Yeah. I'm co-CEO Kim Hyuk. I'm better elsewhere because I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you will be doing his final pitch.
Yeah.
Okay, then come on up.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Kim Hyuk, if you're ready,
Yep.
let's start. Your 1 minute starts now.
Hi, I'm the co-CEO Kim Hyuk. Currently, I work out using our service. Last month, I played 3 different sports. Golf, boxing, gym. As you can see, it was supposed to cost 400,000 won, but actually I only paid 50,000 won. Yeah, and I work out near my home and my office, so I got healthier. So let me show you something.
Okay.
Yeah, Ayon,
Yes?
can you come here?
No?
There's a push-up studio on my bed.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
good, great. Okay, let's start. Okay, woo!
Don't worry.
What is this?
Are you okay?
Just saw a bird flying.
And for our last final pitch, we will hear from Miss Kim Hee Yeon. Now, you had a perfect score from the studio, 50 points. So if you use this time wisely, you can consolidate your win. So are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Your final minute start now.
iSharing will free people from constantly staring into their phones because we have convenient alert systems. And iSharing will also move people to meet each other face to face, even in a hectic society like today, where we can barely see each other. And our application would make all this happen more conveniently and more frequently. Ranging from newlyweds, friends, couples, family, and even to 65-year-old grannies, iSharing has a lot of diverse age groups. And we are constantly making it hard to make a more approachable user interface so that even the elder people can use our application. We are very much defined by where we visit, and iSharing will provide an opportunity to even get to know yourself more. And we try to become a more useful and also an indispensable one in our lives. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we heard from all of our presenters, and now it's up to our judges and our studio audience to decide who to award the extra 20 points to. So judges, please huddle up and make your decision.
Okay.
It's a hard one, though.
Judges, have you reached a decision?
Yes, we have.
Who is it?
So hard. We would like to give the 10 points to iSharing.
iSharing, okay. And why is that?
So the scenario that we put ourselves in is if we had the money to invest in one of these company, which company would we actually invest in? And the majority got the vote on iSharing.
Okay, great. Now, our studio audience, who did they choose? Our studio audience decided to give the extra 10 points to the person with the last name Kim. So which Kim will it be? Miss Kim from iSharing, or Mr. Kim with the push-ups, or Miss Kim from Envaluenet? The studio audience decided to give the extra points to Mr. Push-Up. Oh! Sorry. Woo! Okay, now we're gonna tally up the entire points and come back to you with the final results. It's time to hear the verdict. I have the final results in my hand. We've added all the points from our judges, our studio audience, our Bring It On application, and of course, the extra 20 points. Let's start from the bottom. Coming in third place today is, with 33.39 points, Envoy. That extra 20 points was huge. But you gave a flawless presentation.
Thank you.
Would you like to thank anybody?
Well, thank you, Robin and Amy, for voting, and thank you for listening to our program. And it was a very fun experience, and I'm glad that I learned about these two awesome apps. And, well, I hope someday all the Koreans can speak and listen and read and write in English perfectly.
Thank you. We're down to the top two. Are you two ready to hear the results? Yes. No?
Yeah.
You don't want to hear the results?
They can't even hear you.
Are you two ready to hear the final results?
Yeah,
Yeah, he needs Envoy.
Yes. Okay. Step right on out to the stage. I will announce today's winner. Coming in first place is coming in first place is ISharing. Congratulations.
Judges, studio audience, Bring It On app, bonus point, and the final score.
Congratulations, Miss Kim, representing ISharing. You had a total score of 68.76 points total. Not to mention, you got a perfect score from our judges and our studio audience, which has never happened before. How do you feel?
I first thank you all. I'm really thankful for the judges and the audience for giving me such a high score. And I'm just grateful for having this opportunity to introduce an application here and where everyone around the world can see. And I hope many people download iSharing. Thank you.
Thank you. And Envaluenet came in second place with 49.85 points. Now, that had to do with Mr. Kim Hyuk, your co-founder, doing the push-ups, I feel like. So why don't you say something to him?
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you for the push-ups. Okay. Regardless of the results, we learned so much from our three presenters. So why don't we give them a round of applause?
Good job.
Today's episode was special because it motivated us, it inspired us to reach out and start new things, start a business maybe. But this is not it. We have another special episode coming up next week. We will be talking about IT startups. So be sure to tune in next week for more exciting Bring It On presentation. I'll see you next week. Goodbye. Okay, well.